Hello, dear students. My name is Bankeswar Panigrahi. In our last class, we have discussed about the TCP/IP reference model in communication network. So today, we are going to discuss about IP address. So in this topic, we will discuss about what is IP address and what are its needs. So first, we have to go for what is IP address. IP address is nothing but it is a unique address provided by the Internet Service Providers ISP for every computer that is connected to the Internet for exchanging information or for communication with another computer. That means whenever a communication is going on in between the two systems, then they are connected to the Internet. At the time when they are connected to the Internet or the Internet connection is connected, an address is generated for each and every computer that is provided by the ISP, Internet Service Providers, which is unique for each and every individual computers, by means of which the address generated by the IP ISPs, the two systems are communicated with each other by the help of that address, and that particular address is called as IP address. For example, when in real time, when one person wants to post some letter to another person, then he or she may write the appropriate address, which is called as also a unique address for the recipient or for the receiver to whom he wants to post a letter. By the help of that unique address, that letter will be received by the receiver or recipient in the another side. Okay. So as like that letter post address, when two systems are communicated with each other, they are also having their unique address, and that unique address is called as IP address. Okay. So this is the introduction part of IP address. Okay. So let's go through the notes. So here the notes are there. IP address. In order to provide computer to computer communication via Internet, we need a global addressing scheme. Such an addressing is provided by Internet Protocol IP at the network layer. Okay. So it is a 32-bit address, and this is called an IP address or logical address, which is made up of the network ID plus a unique host ID. So the network ID means from which network it is connected, and the host ID means from which system it is connected, that is called as the host computer or the host ID. Okay. This address is typically represented with the decimal value of each octet separated by a period. For example, this is an example of IP address 192.168.7.27. Okay. So here each and every period is separated by a decimal symbol. Okay. So generally the IP address is how bit long? This is 32-bit long address. Okay. So it is also called as a logical address for the computers. Okay. And this is represented as each and every period is separated by a decimal symbol. So next is, every host and router on the internet has an IP address. That means every host and router. That means host means from which network it is connected, that is called as the host, or we can call it as a host computer or server computer. And router means, what is the function of router? It establishes the path from which our message will travel smoothly from one location to another location. That means router finds the path or finds the route. That's why it is called as a router. On the internet has an IP address. This IP address is unique, and no two devices on the internet can have the same address at the same time. That means the IP address which is provided by the ISP to each and every individual computer is unique in nature. That means there is no duplicacy of one IP address more than one time. That means each and every computer can have their own IP address or their own unique address. That is given here. This IP address is unique, and no two devices on the internet can have the same address at the same time. So these numbers are assigned by ISP. As I have told you that ISP means Internet Service Provider, who will provide the IP address or unique address to each and every systems. So these numbers are assigned by ISP, and IP address can be used to identify the country or region from which a computer is connecting to the web. That means it can also help us or anyone to find out or to identify the country or region from which a computer is connecting to the web. Means in which country or region the computer or the host is connected to the web, we can easily find out by the help of unique address, that is IP address. Okay. So next, IP address is a short way to address the term Internet Protocol address. IP addresses refers to a number scheme or the way of providing a unique number to every computer or device that connected to the internet. So next is the most important features of an IP address are, these are the most important features of IP address. They are, it is unique in nature, it is globalized and standardized, it is essential. Why it is essential? If the IP address is not found, then the communication between two systems are not easy to communicate with each other. Okay. Because by the help of IP address, each and every systems can define that which system is want to send an information or want to exchange an information with another device or another computer system. So, in simple terms, it can be explained as the personal address of the device that is distinctive and specially created for that device is the IP address. No two devices on the internet can have the same IP address. That means IP address should not be duplicated in between the two devices, okay, or not shared in between the two devices. One single address is not shared among the two devices at a time. Okay. So this is all about the IP address. What is IP address? Okay. So next is IP address needs. That means what are the needs of IP address in case of computer systems in communication? So an IP address is the numbers that help our computers, servers, telephones, printers and sensors to communicate with each other. That means it's all terms related to computers, servers, telephones, printers and sensors. If they want to communicate with each other, then when they are connected to the internet, that the ISP or the internet is provides a unique address to each and every device by means of which they are communicate with each other. Okay. So that's why IP address is much needed address to the each and every device in the computer peripherals. Okay. That means computers, servers, telephones, printers and sensors, etc. So without these addresses, we first transfer data manually on some CDs, DVDs, hard disk or some other storage material and then need to transfer to the place of its use. That means when the IP address is not there, at that time, if we want to transfer some information from one system to another system, then we use the help of secondary storage devices like CDs, DVDs and hard disks to store some information from one system. After storing that information into that secondary storage devices, we can take it and put it into another system and then we will copy the information which are stored in that CD which are come from the another system is copied to the next computer or that computer where the system wants to send that information. Okay. So this is the process before the IP address is founded. Okay. So that is given here that without these addresses, we first transfer data manually on some CDs, DVDs, hard disks or some other storage materials and then need to transfer to the place of its use. Similarly, if our computers don't have this unique IP address, then won't be able to send any emails and they're only paper letters or memos. That means to recovery, the first point, that is the transfer for data manually on some CDs and DVDs or hard disks or some other storage materials, we will create one IP address by means of which we can directly communicate with each other, or two systems can directly communicate with each other by the help of internet by sending emails and the memos to each other. Okay. So if the IP address is not there and the IP address is not there, then the communication is the manual communication. That means the process the same as we can copy the information from one system to the CDs and DVDs, and after copy it, we can take it and put it onto the destination device where we should want to use that information, and after putting the CDs and DVDs, again we can copy the information which is available on the CD and DVD. After that we can use that information. But nowadays, by the help of IP address, we can easily communicate with two systems by sending emails and memos. So thus the printing state is there, house is there. This is not house, that is, thus we can summarize that without IP address there won't be any use of the internet to the people. Okay. So an IP address performs two primary functions. What are they? Firstly, it identifies or finds the host and its location in the network. Secondly, it establishes a bridge to the host for communication. That means an IP address basically performs two functions. What is that? First, it identifies the host and its location in the network. Secondly, it establishes a bridge to the host for communication. Okay. In other words, if we break the IP address, it consists of three necessary parts: name part, address part, and root part. That means the IP address has three parts, that is name part, address part, and root part. So name part, it indicates what we are looking. Okay. Address part indicates where to find it, and the root part indicates how to reach there. Okay. So every IP packet's header consists of IP address of the sender and the receiver. Okay. So these are the parts of the IP address structure. Okay. So IP address version: IPv4 version, IPv6 version. In our coming class, we have more precisely described about the structure, the IP address structure part, where we can explain that what is the name part, what is the address part, and how the address is created, and how the name was given, and what is the function of root part. Okay. And how the each and every message can move from one location to another location. Okay. And what are the versions of different types of IP addresses. Okay. So these all are we will discuss in our coming classes. Okay. For the time, we have to only know that what is an IP address and what is the needs of IP address. So what is an IP address? Again, IP address is nothing but the unique address which is created at the time of communication between the two devices, okay, which is provided by the ISP when the systems are connected to the internet. Okay. Another important point is that the IP address is not duplicated. That means one IP address is not shared between the two devices. Okay. These are the two basic points about the IP address. Okay. I hope you understand this session. Okay. In our coming session, we have discussed about the IP address structure and the different IP address versions. Okay. Thank you.